since I hired Keith, I'd like to give him a good project.
In that case, can I have him take over my client?
Of course! Isn't this your project? Do something about it!
No, it's your son's project. I'm excusing myself.
Trouble Busters!
I appreciate your continued support, Tom.
Thank you very much. I feel like I'm going to win, so I'm going to swing by a casino. My name is Tom. I'm a development and design engineer who just secured a $10 million contract. I'm making my way back to my office, as I'm proud of myself. However,
My son Keith is extremely intelligent. He's amazing at everything. I brag about him all the time. He's so smart. And to add, Keith is...
sir, I have some big news for you.
And then, Keith hasn't been able to find the right full-time job that fits him. But since he's gone to a renowned university, I'm thinking...
I secured a $10 million contract.
10 million? Wow, that's amazing, Tom. Great job.
Right? I'm so glad I worked hard for it.
Oh, I'd like a good project so badly. Since I hired Keith, I'd like to give him a good project.
I see.
I wonder if there's any good projects. I hope it's around $10 million. A good project is something that a socially talented worker like Keith should handle. A $10 million project. I want a $10 million project. 10 million! Hey, Tom, I've been meaning to take some burden off from you. It'll be for the sake of my son and your sake at the same time. I believe this is a suggestion that is a win-win for everyone.
In that case, are you okay if I have your son take over all my clients?
Of course! I'm sure you'll be relieved.
You're right. In that case, rather than staying around here half-hearted, I might as well resign. I've spent 5 years and 126 days listening to him brag about Keith, which had nothing to do with my job. I was such a fool to even hope that he would acknowledge me for securing a $10 million contract. If you want to spoil your son so badly to make him steal my credit, I'm done with this. Go ahead and try and see if you and your son can be so successful with this. I'm not letting him get away with this. Trouble Busters! Oh, no! I take back that move!
You can't take it back.
Oh, no! My bonus money!
Tom!
Whoa! Mr. Fabio, were you waiting for me to come out?
I need your help, Tom. It's about the $10 million contract. We're about to fail it.
Oh, really?
Hold on a second, Tom. Isn't this your project? Do something about it.
No, it's your son's project. I'm excusing myself.
Don't be like that. I beg you, Tom. We're having a final meeting at Trobus Industry, so I need you to be there, okay? Be there no matter what.
The 10 million project is on schedule, so no rescheduling is needed and no attendance is required. We're about to look into the evidence. The launch is just around the corner, and everything's going according to the agenda.
Look, you must think that you could pull off this presentation as long as you make it sound assuring.
No, I wasn't trying to.
In that case, don't you understand what I'm trying to tell you? I'd like to cancel this $10 million contract since Tom is no longer in charge of this project. And I'd also like to terminate all outstanding contracts with your company since you couldn't keep up the terms.
I'm sure Tom is going to come back to work with us again. Can't you just accept my dear Keith in the interim?
Please!
You should never make a promise knowing that you can't fulfill it.
Yes, we can. Right, Keith?
Of course we can.
So, this is what they're telling me. Anything to say about this?
No, they can't.
Tom!
Is this guy Tom?
Thanks for coming, Tom. Does this mean that you're going to work with us again?
Not at all.
What? Why?
I've started my own company and already have a contract with Miss Jamie's company.
What?
I agreed to that $10 million contract only for the sake of Tom. Isn't it only natural that I decided to move forward with that contract with Tom's new company?
But our company brought up that contract to you first, right, Daddy?
That's right. We were first.
That's not necessarily true. And if you're wondering why, the component that was an essential part of that $10 million contract was a patented product that I developed.
What?
Oh, haven't you been aware? What a shame.
Don't worry, Daddy. If Tom started his company, we just need to form a partnership with his company.
Aha! I see. Impressive, Keith.
So now, Tom, let's form a partnership.
Huh? No way.
What? Why not?
It's because I have an exclusive contract with Miss Jamie's company, Trobus Industry.
I'm sorry I beat you guys to it.
This is ridiculous, Tom.
That's right. This isn't fair.
I mean, this is how business works. Besides, Mr. Fabio, you were the one who said that your son deserves to handle the $10 million contract, along with all other projects that I've been working on. You got exactly what you wanted, so I don't want you relying on me at this point.
Oh, don't be like that, Tom. We need you to help us out.
Oh, are you telling me that your talented son isn't enough to handle all the projects?
That's not true. I've attended a renowned university, and I'm a brilliant genius. As long as I'm around, our company will be fine, even if we can't get this petty $10 million contract. Right, Daddy?
That's exactly right.
You're going to regret this.
Hello? Thanks for taking my call. This is Fabio from the Mud Tile Corporation. I wanted to talk about renewing the $3 million contract. Huh? Are you saying that you're not renewing the contract if it isn't with Tom? What? Why? I could still help you with it. I'm actually even more personable than Tom. Oh, no.
So now I believe this component would suit your company's needs.
I see. So in case your product line stops for any reason, how are you guys going to handle the situation?
If the product line stops, the manufacturing department will handle it.
And what I'm asking is how exactly your manufacturing department will handle the situation.
I'm sure they have a wild and aggressive plan to fix the problem.
And what exactly is that?
That's,
That's enough! Please kindly forget about this business opportunity this time around.
oh no.
So, do you have any explanation on why we're having so many clients terminating their contracts with us?
Well,
This is Tom's fault.
Tom? Isn't he one of our former employees who recently resigned to start his business?
That's right. And Tom caused this entire situation. Right, Daddy?
that's right. Right, Keith?
Yep,
Are you sure?
we're sure.
They're lying.
Tom!
Why are you here?
Well, it's a grave matter that our company used another company's patent without permission, so I decided to call him over.
So now, all the contracts that have been terminated include my patented product on those contracts, right?
That's not true. Stop accusing us, Tom.
Those companies reached out to me directly to say that you've been utilizing my patented product without my consent.
But you developed that product while you were here before you got the patent. In that case, Daddy and I should have the right to use your patent. Right, Daddy?
That's right. We developed the product together. As Keith mentioned, we should have the right to use the patent.
What are you even talking about? You guys weren't the ones who developed that patented product.
I learned it back in school. It's called property division.
Property division?
What does property division have to do with what we're talking about?
Oh, Tom, don't you know?
I mean, of course, I know what property division is. What I'm saying is that it has nothing to do with what we're talking about.
Property division refers to the process of dividing shared assets between spouses when they get divorced. If you consider spouses as the employer and employee, resignation as divorce, and the shared assets as property, you'd owe us half of the patent that you possess.
Half of the patent?
Keith, you're so knowledgeable. You're amazing.
Of course! I graduated from a renowned university.
That's your own rule.
What?
Mr. James, a guy I met at the casino, told me that having high educational background doesn't necessarily make you a smart person.
Who is that?
And by looking at you, Keith, I understand what he was telling me. You learned a lot of terms from a renowned university, but you never comprehended what they mean. No wonder why you were shamelessly using my patented product for your contracts.
I'm smart, and that's why I've been able to attend a renowned university.
No, that's a lie. You must have utilized the power of my money to get into that college.
Ugh.
But then, even if your son is like this, you should have known better as his father. Why didn't you stop him from his wrongdoing?
It's because you betrayed us, Tom.
What?
You knew that Trobus Industry was our largest client, and yet you chose to steal the $10 million contract with us by using your patented product. This is betrayal.
Well, don't you recall that you were the one who wanted to steal all my clients from me?
But that doesn't make it okay for you to do this to us, right, Keith?
Exactly. You betrayed our hearts. This is fraud.
Fraud?
You also damaged our reputation, so this is considered defamation. You stole our business, so it's also obstruction of business. See, I know a lot about laws. Are you still going to say that I'm not a smart guy?
No, Keith, you're definitely smart. You were able to pinpoint the fact that Tom committed all those crimes.
No, you're both wrong. Look, fraud is a criminal offense that involves deceiving someone to obtain property or unlawful financial gain, either for oneself or for another person. Also, defamation is an act that harms another person's reputation publicly by indicating specific facts in order to damage that person's reputation. And also, obstruction of business is an act that interferes with the business activities of a person or entity engaged in commercial operations. What I've done this time around was to conduct my business operations, and it's not going to be considered obstruction of business.
It's a criminal insult, then.
Criminal insult applies only to those who publicly insult others.
What?
Oh, Keith. Hey, Tom, I don't want you arguing against everything that my dear Keith says, or else I'm going to make this a huge problem.
But I'm not the source of the problem. The problem is the fact that you guys continued using the patented product even after the patent holder, who would be me, ended up leaving your company.
In that sense, what you guys have done would deserve to be considered fraud.
What?
Why do you guys look so surprised? You were trying to get a contract by advertising components that you are not entitled to use.
Furthermore, what you did this time constitutes patent infringement, as you used the patented product as a part in your company's equipment without obtaining permission from me, the patent holder. As a business owner, I'd like to file a lawsuit against you guys.
What?
Don't worry, Keith. I'm sure the public will understand where we came from, as long as we explain why we had to do what we did.
And I'm going to reveal your additional sins to make sure that doesn't happen.
Additional sins?
Keith, according to your employment contract, you are supposed to work 160 hours per month. But you have only been working about 4 hours out of the 8 hours each day.
Well,
So what if that was true? Keith is special, and he's allowed to do that.
He's not allowed to do that. You're allowing him to do that. It's completely unprofessional. To add, Mr. Fabio, you have been giving company money separately from your son's salary, haven't you?
Oh my goodness, is that true?
No! This must be a misunderstanding. Tom is lying. I'm sure he's just coming up with lies, hoping that it might end up being true.
it's a crime of false report.
A crime of false report refers to making false reports to the authorities.
No, it applies to liars too.
Well, in that case, it applies to you before anyone else.
What?
Okay. Let me prove that I'm not lying.
What?
You know how I love gambling?
Yeah.
And I become friends with Mr. Hamilton, who's in the cabaret club, since he visits the casino I always go to.
So what?
And Keith, he told me that you're a regular customer at one of those cabaret clubs.
So what? I get to do whatever I want during my free time.
That's not the problem. Keith, you've been telling the girls there about how you've been slacking off at work and taking an allowance from Mr. Fabio, knowing that the money belongs to the company, right?
What? Why'd you tell others about it, Keith?
I ended up getting carried away.
I guess I'll leave the company's funds up to Miss Teresa, but I'm still going to file a lawsuit against you guys for patent infringement, so I hope you're ready for this.
This is Daddy's company, and everything here belongs to him.
No, the company isn't owned by the CEO alone. This is common sense.
I worked hard to earn my position, so I'm entitled to do whatever I want with this company.
If that's your mindset, you're not fit to be a CEO.
Let me tell you that Daddy worked hard for my sake, and that's how I've become such a genius. So it all worked out.
You're only a self-claimed genius who's not acknowledged by those around you. Besides, if you're a genius, why haven't you started your own business?
Ha, Tom, you have no idea what it's like to be a genius.
And you don't deserve to talk to me like that. Why do you keep talking to me so casually? I'm not your friend.
I'm a genius who won't end up with ordinary mindsets. So you can't be judging me based on what you claim to be common sense.
Why is it that no one acknowledges the infinite potential and the greatness that Keith has? If only we had invested in my son, who will one day achieve greatness and go down in history. While we still had the chance, we might have been remembered as the understanding ones who supported him when it mattered.
Are you looking at him through a microscope with the scale set to exponential magnification or something? Look. Each and every employee that you have here should be the ones who are recognized and acknowledged, not the CEO. If you end up losing anyone, your business operation can end up stopping too. Besides, Keith is only the son of the CEO, and it doesn't make him anyone who deserves recognition just for that reason alone.
What did you just say?
To add, you're only equipped with knowledge that you gain by using the power of money without putting in much effort. And that's not going to be useful in this society.
Hello, is this the law firm? This is Keith. There's a guy named Tom who's trying to sue us because we used his patent product without asking him, and I need you to get rid of him. Huh? What? Why'd he hang up?
I can't believe you decided to call your lawyer without comprehending the position you're placed in.
He must have grown in a warm environment.
What do I do now, Daddy? The lawyer didn't care to help us out.
Don't worry, Keith. No matter what happens, I'm going to protect you.
Oh, Daddy.
Keith!
I'm sorry to interrupt when you're confirming the family love for each other. But even if Mr. Fabio protects you, the law isn't going to protect you. I'm going to do whatever it takes to bring you down.
What?
You too, Mr. Fabio.
What?
By the way, patent infringement can get you sentenced up to 10 years of imprisonment or a penalty of $100,000.
And embezzlement will get you sentenced to up to 10 years of imprisonment.
Oh my goodness.
Daddy, this is all your fault.
Keith!
Daddy was the one who took the company's money. He also made me use Tom's patent product. I had no idea what I was doing because I was just following Daddy's orders.
Aren't you supposed to try to protect me during a time like this, Keith? Do you even realize what I've done just to spoil you all along?
That was your choice, and it wasn't mine. I have nothing to do with this.
Keith, how dare you? Besides, I had to do all the things I've done because you never cared to earn anything through your own effort. In that sense, this is all your fault.
I never asked you to do anything. You made your own choices. If it's one of us who should take the blame, it would be you, Daddy.
But this was...
You guys are equally guilty. You're not regretful. You're not remorseful. You're not apologizing. All you guys deserve at this point is to atone for your sins. I'm going to report you to the police to start this off, and I hope you learn your lesson.
I'm a genius, and I don't deserve to be arrested.
How much will you be willing to take in order to let us go?
What?
Daddy is still the CEO, so he can get you as much money as you ask for.
You better cut out this joke. What you're trying to use belongs to the company, and it doesn't belong to you. I'm never going to forgive you at this point. I'll see you guys at the court.
Hold on. Please don't do this to us.
And just as I had declared, I reported them to the police. As a result, Fabio and his son Keith were both taken in. Fabio was convicted of embezzlement in the course of his duties, and Keith, of course, was sentenced for patent infringement. Needless to say, both father and son ended up behind bars. But their troubles didn't end there. After serving their time, they were hit with a civil lawsuit from Miss Teresa and me, resulting in a massive compensation order. Even if they somehow managed to return to society, What awaits them is a harsh world of social judgment and a grueling life of repayments. As for me, I've been doing well with my new company.
Tom, did you get the bonus money that you were supposed to pay me back?
Wow, what a brilliantly loud voice! Helen, you're amazing! But then, will you please reconsider taking my entire bonus money?
What did you just say? I can't hear you.
Your ears are so convenient to you. Trouble Busters!